Damn, that's good. Who is that?
It's Tones on Tail.
Tones on Tail. Yeah.
Tones on Tail is the guitarist from, I think, Bauhaus.
From who?
Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
I'm never confident with that one. Every time I see it, I don't like to say it because there are a bunch of words like that. Do you have words like that where you're like, yeah, I don't want to say that one out loud?
No, I say it all the time. No? I like saying it. I enjoy it. My favorite word is the C word.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite word is cunt.
Okay. See, I know how to say that one. I'm talking about words that you're not sure exactly how it's said. That you're just like, whew.
No, I just power through it.
You just go fast. Yeah.
Because what are they gonna do? You said it wrong. It's like, how many languages do you speak, fuckface? So
Okay. Well, yeah. If you speak a bunch of languages, I could see you getting kind of like bold about it. But I only speak the one, and and if I fuck it up, then I guess I'm not even speaking that one.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shouldn't laugh at you, but no, it's no. I get bold because sometimes like I talk to like people from different countries. I talk to like I travel a lot. And people talk to me, and I try to speak the local language, and they're like, why don't you know the local language? And I'm like, why don't you know 4 other languages? And then they get, because they're not used to America, because they think I'm American. Unless, it depends on where I am. Like if I'm in South America, they think I'm especially now, like I am full Dominican. I am a Puerto Rican. I'm Dominican plus, with a single curl and everything. I'm very Dominican.
Don't know it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Dominican.
Yeah.
You're saying Dominican and Puerto Rican, and I don't know. Those don't sound the same to me.
Yes.
Are they the same? Okay, they're the same.
Yes, for me, because I'm racist. But also because it depends on where I'm at. Like if I'm in New York and I'm in Queens, I'm Dominican. But if I'm in Harlem, I'm Puerto Rican for sure.
All right.
So like whatever group, like what Hispanic group is liked least in the area that I'm in, that's like what I like. So like if I'm in, yeah, exactly.
They just see you and they're like, you are the other.
Yep. So if I'm in LA, I'm Dominican or Ecuadorian, right? If I'm in Miami, I am again Dominican or Cuban. Just whatever Latin group irritates that group the most. That's who I am, right? Like if they took if they surveyed all the like irritable old people and Jews in Miami, and they're like, oh, what's the most menacing, or what thing bothers you the most about Florida? And then they use that as like a basis for I don't know, like they're like football or basketball team, right? They'd get through a lot of answers before the ones like, we surveyed 20,000 bothered elders and Jews, and we asked them what they hate the most about Florida, and we couldn't go with their first answer, the Cubans. So we went with the Heat.
Yep.
And so now we're the Miami Heat.
And it's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's a Brian Regan reference there. Anybody? Yeah. I used to watch people. I worked at a bar.
Does Brian Regan make that joke about Cubans?
Yeah.
I thought that was.
Oh no, not about Cuban. He does the humidity joke. He's like, it's not the heat.
but it's
he
not the
wants
Miami
to.
Heat. It's the
He wants
Miami
to.
humidity.
I think it's. He wants to. He wants. I think the joke is something. He wants to put another basketball team in Miami and call it the humidity.
That's very
'Cause
funny. That's very funny.
yeah.
I just thought it was just a bunch of disagreeable, Semites like myself. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Um. I. I. Okay. Speaking of like ethnicity or trying to figure out, I used to work at a bar,
Go
and
on.
I would sit there all night, and I would check IDs. Not allowed to drink. I'm forbidden from drinking till we close at 3 a.m. But I get to watch people, and without a doubt, everybody, if somebody comes in and they have any kind of ethnicity, I'm going to watch at least 5 people guess what they are. And it's such a stupid idea. Guess what?
It's a
If you
great
guess
idea.
right, this is about the best you get. Is they go, "Are you Japanese?" And they go, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, I thought so."
Yeah, it's so
If
funny.
you miss it all, then it's just fucking hatred. They just hate that person. Are you Japanese? No, I'm not. Why would you think that? You're racist.
I'm Korean. Yeah.
And
That's my superpower is to I know what kind of Asian people are usually.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It would scare me
superpower.
if I saw you doing this. I'm gonna be honest.
No, it freaks out my Asian friends because like sometimes I wonder, I'm like, why am I still in the group chat? And I think it's just because I can be used to freak their friends out. So like they didn't believe all my Asian friends don't believe me. But if you're Asian and you're friend and you become friends with me, or you meet me on the street, ask me to guess what kind of Asian you are. That's how confident I am. It's the most useless power in the world. They're just like, I'm just like Chinese, and they're like, but how? Everyone always guesses Korean, and I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. I genuinely, I wish I knew. I wish
You're
I
like
knew
a
why.
walking 23andMe. You just
I
sense it.
Well,
and
because
you just
there's subtle differences in them. Like Koreans are usually more fair skinned.
Okay.
And Japanese people have like a specific look. I can't even put it into words because it's not like that. Because to me, they don't look the same, like phenotypically speaking. And so, there's always that joke that's like, oh, Asian people look the same, right? And it's like, not if you're paying attention. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because I grew up with Asian kids. I grew up with a lot of different types of Asian kids. I grew up with Koreans. I grew up with Chinese kids. I grew up with Japanese kids. Yeah, and yeah, that's just my superpower. It's the most useless superpower we most useless party favor. It's just my Asian friends go like, "Hey, Basil, come here, do the thing that you do." And I'm like, guys, I don't want to do the thing. And then I do the thing, and everyone's impressed, and they shouldn't be, because why would a black guy have that power? Welcome to Raisin Bread, everybody. We're doing our usual thing. We're talking about Asians and my ability to, my bloodhound-like ability to sniff out the type of Asian people are. Joining me today is the illustrious, the magnificent, the downright jaunty, the voluptuous Derek Smith. Shout out to Derek Smith. Welcome, buddy.
Hello. Hi.
There you go.
Glad to be here.
There you go. I'm so glad to have you, buddy. Go on.
Oh, I'm just looking. I'm on. You say you can tell if somebody is Asian. You can just tell where they're from. Unless they tell me specifically, I can't even begin to guess. Like,
yes,
I don't have enough information.
That's because
somebody's
you're
like,
from Oklahoma.
right.
Yeah.
Which, and people would say, oh, it's because you only know white people. I'm like, no. It's
No.
we have a lot of Asian
'cause
people.
you're
We got a lot of Native Americans, and everybody
Yeah.
is with each other. And I, it's too hard for me to guess. I mean, how am I supposed to?
I mean, I've heard from my Asian friends, they don't know. That's why they're so impressed by me, because they're like, well, how the heck can you figure it out? We can't even
Yeah.
fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
And no, it's not a race thing. Plus, you're friends with niggas, so you know, whatever. I know you like me saying that.
You can say whatever you want. That's like when Ben says, aluminium or advertisement.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah.
hold still and just don't act shocked. Act like you've been here before.
Every time he fucking does that, I just want to like blast Toby Keith. I'm not even like that, like super patriotic. I just want to just go full, and I'm proud to be an American. And yeah, like every time he says stuff, I'm just like, I don't know what it is. There's something deep inside I feel like every American has this, like, it's like, yeah, you might not always be fond of the place, but if like an Englishman says something, you're just like, why don't you shut the fuck up, you little bitch? We're trying to have a conversation here. So.
Good day, sir.
Yeah.
I don't, that is I don't understand. People always hate, like, I remember in high school everybody hated, oh, I hate my high school, and then we meet another high school and they would make fun of one of the people we make fun of, like, this guy's on our team and we make fun of him and they're laughing at him. We're like, hey, that's our fucking dork over there. He is ours. You don't laugh at him.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger face is our friend.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it feels. That's exactly what it feels like. It's because it's like, like there's a bunch of shitty things, but it's like, at least we don't march in red jackets and straight lines like some sort of fucking idiot, right? What kind of fucking military tactic is that? It's like, let's march in straight lines, right? And jump around. Oh, these Americans are jumping outside of trees. Should we break formation? Nope. Keep marching in a straight line, fellas. I'm sure that'll confuse them. Like, yeah, it did confuse them in the fact that you continued to do so, and they took you out so easily. So, yeah, that's the part of.
I mean, was it okay? I don't remember all of it, but didn't they like burn down the White House at one point? Like,
who gives a shit?
But I kind of feel like they came in and they just started fucking trouncing us, and we just kept not giving up. We're like, no, still not quitting.
Yeah, but that's American. What do you mean? Wait. But like, what do you mean? Like, we just kept shooting, and then what?
I mean, like, they marched. I feel like they marched into the Capitol and they just burned down the Capitol. And I mean, typically that when that happens, the other side just says, you know what, I think we overstepped. We probably should just go ahead and quit all this nonsense. But we just said, nah, who gives a shit? You burned our Capitol down. We're still fucking you. We're still our own country.
Number
like,
one.
No, you're not.
Baby. Number one.
We just burned this all down.
No, you drink tea and you wear wigs like a bitch. Who gives a fuck what you think? You say aluminium. Who the fuck says that? Our gays don't even say aluminium. What's wrong with you? Like, you're fucking nerd. I don't know.
Nerd is such a fun word to yell at people, or animals. I most of the time I just say it to my cats.
Go on.
I just call them.
Go on.
Yeah, because
why?
It's so mean, but it is a fun word to say. So I say it to my cats when they're making a bunch of noise in another room. I say, "What are you nerds doing in here?" And stomping, act like a high school bully for like a little bit to a cat.
Freaks and geeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Revenge of the
Okay.
Nerds, just coming in. Nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But you're a nerd, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean,
okay,
I
so
think
you can
so.
say that. Yeah, I think so
mean,
too. I mean, you're an art dork, so
I'm whatever you want me to be.
okay.
If you want me to
that's
be a nerd.
that's what prostitutes say, and also people who've been severely bullied. So
yes.
it's a nice Venn diagram.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I remember the day somebody alerted me that that they were like, I was sitting at the lunch table, and somebody at a different lunch table stood up and said, "Hey, Derek, you suck." And I just sat back down, and I just looked up, and I just went back to eating. And the person next to me said, "You either have the highest self-esteem or just none at all. Like there's just because nobody else could take that."
Bro, I would survive that. No, I'm the same because I'd be just like, huh? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever told you. So I call nerd is the other N word to me. Only other people,
Okay.
only other nerds can say it. You can say it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Some people,
all right.
Some people, when I was still doing comedy in Chicago, people would come up and be like, "Hey, can I say it?" I mean, you can't say it. That's our word, right? You can't say that. Like, you can't say that. That's our word.
I had that. Me and a guy I worked with at this pizza place. We had the F word, which was fat.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking call somebody fat. It's not fucking unless you're fat. If you're fat, you can say fat. But if you're skinny,
But if you're
keep that fucking word out of your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't just say nerd. You can't just walk around and be calling each other. Yeah, I used to have a group chat called hashtag the other N word.
Man,
yeah. I mean, nerds can't.
Like
go on.
That's like I feel like that's like labeling one of your file folders like taxes. So
I mean, you can go in, but you're going to get exactly what you thought you were going to get, which is a lot of pictures of Goku and comment like, "Did you read issue 137?" And it's like, nah, just like, oh, the sound of 1,000 vaginas closing. So yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Well, like most of us wouldn't survive, if something crazy happens. So I know that's
course not.
Yeah, like The Last of Us is out. Yeah, go on.
The Last of Us. I've been watching that. I've also been watching Alone. Yeah, where you're living out in the wilderness. And I gotta be honest, it's not about what you can shoot. It's can you stop yourself from getting diarrhea and dying? Like that is what is going to happen. If the apocalypse happens, go get as much Pepto-Bismol and Robitussin, and because you're gonna get the fucking sniffles, and it's gonna fucking
lights out.
Yeah, that's it. And learn how to fish. Learn how to fucking fish, because that is the easiest way to get food. They don't go anywhere. The fish are right there. You don't have to wonder. They're in the water.
What if there's no bodies of water, Eric?
Well,
first off, okay. First, so two questions. One, for those of people who haven't watched, what is The Last of Us? What is Alone? Last of Us is a nerd icon.
Yeah, that's a video game that they turned into a TV show with Pedro Pascal. And he is amazing in everything.
Of course.
I watch him do anything. Alone is a show on the History Channel. And it is 10 survivalists dropped off away from each other alone. And whoever lasts the longest, You can tap out or be medically tapped out by the crew that come and check you and make sure you're not dying.
Wait. The crew's just like, we've come to intervene. We've
Yeah.
decided collectively we've watched you. We don't think you're capable
Well,
of doing
I mean,
this.
like these people are losing serious, like 30% of their body weight. Like,
I should
one guy,
laughed.
he's lost 90 pounds in 70 days. I mean,
What?
yeah, because
But what
guess
happened? What?
you,
Diarrhea.
you, maybe, but no food. I mean, he's eating wild onions, and that's his meal for the day. Because you got to go get all your food. You have nothing.
What is he, a character from Holes? Well, why?
I mean, it's just there's nothing to eat. There's dropped off in the middle of Alaska, and there's fucking bears everywhere. Hunting
Yep.
is stupid because, first of all, when you're on land, you're hunting something. It's running away from you. That's terrible. I hate that.
Yes,
And then
it is running
if
away
you
from
get
you.
it, yeah, you kill it, and then you got to get it back to wherever you're supposed to be. And as you're carrying it back to your house, it's just putting out the fucking smell that says, "Hey, there's fresh
free
meat
food
right over here." So everything else that hunts is now looking for your fucking house. It is terrible.
I think hunting's fine. I think Joe Rogan and you need to hunt together so he can teach you the joys of hunting.
No, I get that hunting is fun. What I'm saying is if you're trying to survive, like you haven't eaten in 3 days, don't go running around trying to
So
find
what if there's no
deer.
body of water? What do you do?
I mean, if you don't have a body of water, then your food is the last thing because you'll die if you can't get water. So, I mean,
But
you're gonna
not all
need to
bodies of
find
waters
water.
have fish. So how do you do that? How do you survive that?
Get a bunch of water and then start walking to a place that has fish.
Get a bunch of water. Get a
Or
bunch of water.
the next thing you can do is
you can't
Jesus.
catch a rabbit.
I mean,
You can't
yeah,
catch a rabbit.
you can, catching a rabbit, but you can starve eating rabbit. It's too high in protein. It's called rabbit starvation or protein poisoning.
That's not a thing. But how
Yes,
much?
it is.
Wait. No, that's a thing. But like, how much rabbit are you fucking eat? Like, unless you're eating entire families every hour of just terrified rabbits cowering,
No.
right? And their little 100-acre wood homes. There's no way you're eating that much rabbit.
It happens when protein poisoning. Here it says when the body takes in too much protein and not enough fat and carbohydrate for a long period of time. So if you're only eating rabbits, it's like pure lean meat.
Well, you're not only eating rabbits; you got to eat other shit too.
Well, okay. See, if there's other shit to eat, why are you wasting your time trying to get these rabbits?
Because you need the lean proteins for muscle, so you can
Dude.
run.
Okay, what I'm saying is, first of all, you're not going to be running. I mean, when you're alone, you're hiding. Hide. Get in your hut.
Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding all the time?
Because you're alone. There's no if any animals find you, I mean, you're fucked. A bear just rips you to pieces. You know? A bear can cut through you like butter.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I think there are other things to like run for, you know, like other rabbit, or like, don't you need energy, protein to like, I don't know, put together something so you can catch fish, shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can sit on the fucking side of the river or the lake, and you can throw that pole in there, and you can just sit and reel it back in. And it just doesn't take a lot of energy. It's the best way.
I don't think that's how it works. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like you're wrong. I don't think
Have
you're
you ever
right.
gone fishing? Yeah, you go
Yes, I
fishing.
have, but I don't think in a survivalist situation it's that simple. I feel
Well,
like
I mean,
you've gotta you gotta you gotta not every fish is that easy to catch, and there are days
right.
you don't catch any fish at all.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Most days you don't catch any fish. But what I'm saying
So
is
what
that
the
you're
fuck?
not. Well, what I'm saying is you're not running around because first of all, you go hunting, you're not catching shit either. Like most days, you on this show,
It
you
takes
got a bow
days,
and
yes,
arrow.
to track.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
takes
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So, so that's
yeah.
all that walking is just burning calories. Sitting on the beach, not really killing all that much calories. Sitting in the boat, not really. You can lay down and fish. Can't
But
lay
wouldn't
down
you
and
be
hunt.
gathering? Wouldn't you be gathering while you're tracking down a beast? How? What are you gathering on a boat or on the side of the you know? I don't know what the hell you'd call it, the bank front.
I mean, you you're not you're fishing. I I'm thrown off by the question.
But if you don't,
You're trying
but
to
if you
say,
don't,
wait, you're not gathering. Well, yeah, I'm fishing. I'm gathering fish.
but some days you're not going to get fish.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think.
So how's that different from hunting?
Well, see, the way I think most of these people did it is they would go out and they would go gathering also way better than hunting because the shit does not run away. You just need to know where it is. You go find it, you can pick it, and you can bring it back. It's great. It is dicey because you could pick poison and then eat that, you know, because apparently
It's-
cowslip roots and water hemlock look very similar, and one,
they do. Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
they do.
one gives you terrible diarrhea and
Yep.
it could kill you.
Yep.
See, diarrhea kill. Do you know how many people die of diarrhea every year?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me.
Oh, I looked it up a long time. Death by diarrhea. 1 in 9 children die
Jesus
from
Christ.
diarrhea. Yeah.
But like how? Gatorade is everywhere.
Yeah, but it's so expensive. Some places. Who was
$3
there
a
was
bottle.
there
Yeah,
were
yeah,
some
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that man? He had that fucking joke about how much does Gatorade cost? You know, I go to one place, it's $1.25, and the next place is $4 a bottle. What's it really
That's
cost?
so funny.
Oh
That's so
yeah.
funny. No, I mean, it makes sense. You know, you remember that? What was that game we played as kids? Oregon Trail. You've died of
Oh yeah.
dysentery,
All the
bro.
time.
If I see that shit scroll across my screen, I'm filled with rage. Like no context. Like if I was just like working on some code and I just saw you have died of dysentery, just scroll across my screen, like just like oh, like one of the other devs just being like, oh, isn't it funny? Look how cute I am. I'd be like, I fucking hate you and everything you represent, and you're a fucking nerd, and I can say that word. I can
Right.
definitely say that word.
Yeah.
So no, it's true. I mean, it's true. It's true. Diarrhea is a kind of a big deal. I don't know if I buy you on the hunting stuff. I feel like you can still,
I'm just saying.
you know.
The societies that don't have agriculture that do collect their food from the wild, there's like 38% fish for the food, 30% gather, and then it's like 23% or something like that. Then they hunt, which I think if you're hunting, you are in a place that does not grow stuff and does not have fish. Then
That's not true. Native Americans hunted.
okay, but they also gathered like the
Yeah.
majority of their calorie. Yeah, gathering is more important.
Gathering is
That's
just
what,
as important. That's why we're
no, no,
omnivores.
no, it's more important.
And you know what? I'm about to see Native Americans.
Yeah.
How much buffalo versus everything else?
I mean,
Really?
they had agriculture, did they not?
What did Native American eat? What did? Yes, they did. Yeah,
Maize.
they absolutely did.
Yeah. So then they're not even in the group.
What do you mean? You don't think they eat buffalo? They never ate buffalo.
I
They
mean, yeah,
harvested corn. They harvested corn. They harvested corn, beans,
there you go.
chili, and those could be dried and stored throughout the year.
Sounds
Okay.
like a lot of gathering.
Okay. I mean, it is a lot of gathering, but they also ate a variety of animals such as buffalo, deer, turkeys. So what are you talking
I'm not
about?
I'm not
Yeah.
saying you can't hunt. What I'm saying is when you're by yourself, you don't have a
Yes.
whole
Oh, by yourself.
village.
Oh
You're
yeah.
alone.
No, by yourself. Yeah, that's rough. You got to be a badass. Yeah, you got to be a
Yeah,
badass.
yeah. And by be a badass, that means go down to the water and start fishing, because that's how
That
you're gonna
is
get.
that is not. No, you gotta be good with a bow and arrow. I feel like
No, you wouldn't last a day on alone. You're gonna be walking around with
well,
that
but
bow
but
and
I
arrow.
wouldn't be. But I'm not good with a bow and arrow. I'm talking about people who are good with a bow and arrow.
No, that's what I'm saying is the bow and arrow. I mean, I didn't see first episode. Guy walks out with a bow and arrow and he says, there's a bird up there. I'm gonna shoot at it. And it's real fucking dramatic, and he pulls it back. And he
No, no.
lets it fly, and he fucking misses, and then he has to go fucking track down that arrow because he only got like 7 of them, and so now he has to, because I figured out, if you're gonna be shooting, shoot down, so that you can see where the arrow lands. Don't shoot it up in the sky because it's in the woods. Now it's just fucking gone.
Does any of this even matter since we're about to enter nuclear war, anyways?
I mean,
how much can
maybe,
you
I don't know.
fish when
What
Russia
actually
attacks?
it's all that
Yeah, yeah.
matters, because if we're having nuclear war, fucking, let's not focus on that. You know?
I feel like we should focus on that. I feel like we should. I feel like we're the only ones. I think we're one of 5 people who talk about it. Like we're literally on the brink of nuclear war, and we're all just like, what happened on the Grammys? Or it's crazy
See,
what Sam Smith did.
I think we're talking about, this is the difference between you and me as people. Like, if, okay, say we've messed up and the
This is
mob
the
has us,
difference. Yeah,
we are now, each one of us is standing
yeah,
in front of the hole of the grave that we have dug, and we're about
yeah.
to be shot.
Right.
You're the one who's going to turn and look the person in the face while they pull the gun out, and I'm the one who's going to turn and try to be someplace else for a fucking second right before my brains just explode. That's what I want. You're George and I'm Lenny. That's where we are. Of Mice and Men. I want to think about the rabbits for just a second.
No, I mean, I don't know, man. Things are rough. Things are crazy.
Oh,
Things are crazy. No one's talking about this. We just sold we sold them freaking uh what is it? We sold them not
tanks?
nukes. We sold them tanks, which I didn't even know Ukrainians could drive. They wear usually such tight bedazzled jeans. I just presumed none of them could drive a tank and maneuver with those sorts of pants simultaneously.
I mean, when, war makes things get crazy. You jump, you just put those bedazzled jeans on, you just out the door. You're ready to go. I think a bunch of them came actually here to Oklahoma to train.
Ukrainians?
Yeah.
What was that like? Very sparkly, I would presume.
I don't know.
Like a chandelier trying to do P90X.
They were busy. They didn't call me. Didn't get the invite.
I feel like, what are you guys trying to do? Like find new music for Eastern Europe? You ever been to Eastern Europe? It's like it's like America 10 years. I remember my girl and I went to Prague a year or 2 years ago, and the first song we heard was "I Got a Feeling" by the Black Eyed Peas. Everything in Eastern Europe is just 10 years old. It's just America 10 years ago, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
I bet you're like, I can fucking kill this. I'm not learning this. I'm fucking remembering this. Bam.
Wait till you guys find out about Lil Nas. You guys are gonna be. It's gonna be. Nah, it's Eastern Europe's a weird place. Anywhere past Russia, the Slavs are an interesting people. I don't know, man. I feel like we're all pretty chill about this whole, hey, infringing upon signed agreements with combat with Russia, and we're just like, give them nuke or give them tanks and whatever. Does it violate the clause? Who gives a shit if it violates the clause? And it's like, well, the nuclear probably the Hague, they probably care a lot. And anybody who cares about nuclear war probably cares like a little bit about that. Yeah.
But when Russia invaded Ukraine and started a war, didn't that
kind of start something? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that we don't just let them take over Ukraine, right?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Speaking as a white or non-white person, I think I've told some of my friends this before. I view sort of white Western wars the same way white Americans view like African and Middle Eastern wars, which is total indifference, just complete and utter indifference. Like I don't care at all. Like but I've even taken. Yeah, go on.
You're in the tech field. I mean, you probably work with like 5 developers from Ukraine right now.
No, they're mostly Indians and Asians. So no. So I mean, I have Ukrainian developer friends, right? And I love them to death. Shout out to Miroslav. Shout out to Yevgeny. They're brilliant guys, and I wish them well. But
hey guys, tough breaks. Sorry. I love you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just like, hey.
I hope that works out for you.
Tough crowd. Slow news day. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I like them, but like, it's just like, it's like when an American hears about it, it's like, and today, like, it's like that BBC shit they do to you every day, and like in Yemen today, 5 Yemenis were killed in a Tomahawk missile attack. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, why do you talk like that? Or they're like, or they're like, what do they say? What did they say? 10 Taliban members killed an entire U.S. Army. This has never happened, but killed an entire U.S. Army base in Afghanistan. And they always say it like kind of like you said, because they're English. You never know when the word's going to end or where the word's going to end. So you're just like bracing yourself for the end of a word that isn't coming or is coming in an offbeat place, which is irritating, which makes you care even less about what happened. So that's all that Ukraine and Russia is. But what I do like about all of this is that we're all real chill about it. we're all real like, we might die. That's fine. It's okay.
I fucking love that you talk about the way BBC, they're just so fucking chill. Have you ever heard their announcement of Prince Phillip's death?
No.
On BBC Radio?
No.
All right. Let me play this for you. Just
please
quickly.
bring that. Share the screen. No, share the screen, and we'll watch
no, it's just audio. It's just an audio.
Okay,
thing.
do it.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
Please send me. I'm gonna make that my ringtone. Holy shit,
All right, share.
bro, that is disrespectful.
They had to break into that song. I don't know what you want them to do. Got to let people know.
Holy fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's so funny.
There we go.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god!
You want to hear it again?
Just yeah. No. I think we're gonna. We should end. We should definitely end on that. We should definitely end on that for sure. Jesus fuck, that's funny, dude. Why though? Yeah.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That gets the kids hard. That is
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Woo.
He is. The kids are fully. They are erect. They are rock hard when they hear that, and that's because when you die, obviously,
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. So, if anything, it's not the MDMA, it's not the Molly. It's just tribute to a man who once walked. Bro, that is I don't even know how I would react to that. I actually might like it. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad. I might like it. I might be just like, you know what? That's funny.
Let's not make a big deal about it. Just lean over and just say, "Hey,
yeah,
it's nuclear war."
Yeah,
and then you just everybody just keeps going on about with whatever they're doing. You just announce a real chill.
There's this guy who I want to steal this idea from. He when he died, he just played a track of. He knew he was going to die because I think he got like cancer or something. But he played this track. He made them play this track at his funeral, and it's just him saying, "Let me out," and he's just thumping on the casket, and he just says, he just keeps just shouting, "Come on, let me out! Somebody let me out! Oh God! Well, I guess this is it then." And it's just it's so funny. Like, it's funny but heartwarming at the same time, which is hard to pull off because it's like you're at this, but like you watch the video and everyone's laughing and like like the tears are like, at least for a moment, stopping, and it's like that's like the kind of comedy. Like most comedians when they do comedy, let's be honest, it's for them, it's for us. Yeah. Like I'm happy when an audience laughs at a joke that isn't mine. Or like if I give a comic a tag or something, but I still gain satisfaction because it's like, yeah, I know that's mine. But that guy, he's never gonna find out. Like he's never gonna know that killed.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah,
and
he died.
I don't know, man.
Killed.
So there's something beautiful about that. I don't know. Comics are we're just so desperate for attention. I mean, we'll go to fucking strip clubs and perform there.
Which is dumb because you can't compete.
Yes.
There's nothing about our words or thoughts that can compete with nudity and dancing.
And not, I mean, no. Not just any nudity. The nudity of a very particularly attractive woman. Oh, yeah. That's what it is.
I mean, I've had the same struggles performing with what is it, the burlesque shows.
Yeah,
it's just it never works out. It's
Yeah.
just you can maybe get a set in before the show starts, right at the top. You can have a good set. But
Yeah.
once that first act happens, it's all over. You're just announcing people coming up. Just don't even remind
Wait, you
them
were
to drink.
hosting? You were hosting?
I mean, that no, I was just watching. I was like, are we even doing the comedy part? Just between everybody while they're picking up their clothes, just remind everybody that you can get more drinks. A round of applause. Just keep this thing moving. Nobody wants to hear any of my thoughts right now.
I wait. What did you say? Like,
I was like, I was at McDonald's the other day. Nobody wants to hear about that
nobody gives
shit.
a fuck. Why don't you shut the
No.
fuck up? There are titties on stage right now. Why don't you shut the fuck
mean,
up?
That person just got naked and did the splits. And you're
Yeah.
going to talk to me about McDonald's right now?
Yeah, you freak. What are you, gay? Jesus. Yeah. No, I've had the same experience. I didn't do burlesque shows. I did actual strip clubs. And the thing is, at the time, the first strip club gig I did, I had no idea who these women were. Like, genuinely, I know it. First off, I didn't know I was doing a strip club, and second off, I didn't know who these women were. And this isn't me being like, "Oh, I'm above porn." I just genuinely didn't know who these women
Right.
were. And so the first time I ever performed at a strip club, I actually had to follow a woman named Adriana Chechik. Now, to anyone listening, for those of you who don't know whom Adriana Chechik is,
Open it up on your work computer.
right
Type her
now,
name in.
type her name in, save search off, and see you in an hour, because you're just gonna black out and be back. When you come back, yeah, that's Adriana Chechik. Yeah, go ahead.
Then I want you to search out Goatsy,
Yep.
and you'll know it's him because he has a ring
Yep.
on that finger because he's married.
Right, exactly. You have to answer his 3 riddles. He does that to everybody. Yeah, no, yeah. So she was there, and
Okay.
I didn't know whom she was. Didn't have. Oh, by the way, I doubt she'll ever hear this, but super sweet girl, super nice. No issue, and very beautiful. I didn't know she was a corn star, and she's super into corn. Here's the irritating thing, though, about corn and corn stars like Adriana, is apparently on corn sets, they'll just they just walk around naked.
Yep.
And that's just what they do, and you have to be cool with that. And the problem with that is that I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
Like, at all. I was like 25 or 26, right? It was my first strip club show. First off, I'm already not mature enough to be at a strip club. And it's not a matter of like, like I'm too, like I become like a dog. I turn into like a Japanese geisha woman, and I'm just like, oh, stripper-san, just could you hide that? Like, I become really coy, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, you're not, naughty girl, and and uh, and and so, yeah, so I'm not mature enough to be there. The girls ask you for a lap dance, and you're just like, I'm good. Like, I'm just eat for free. I'm offered lap because I'm part of the act. I'm part of the night. And these girls are like, do you want a lap dance? And I'm like, I'm just gonna giggle the whole time. So if you want that, we could do that. Like, and they're like, that's weird, but and then the other thing I learned they do at strip clubs is that they have their shoes. Did you know this? They put their legs up in the air and they click their heels together. And so, immediately in my head, I just thought of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, just being like, there's no place like I'm like, oh, secretly these girls are just like, there's no place like home. There's no place, like there's no way they want to be here. But no, that is to signify to the young Johns that they're available. It is not it's not a high concept form of expressing regret at one's decisions in life. Not that all strippers regret their decisions in life, but it was funny to me in my head. So So Adriana, she's talking to me in the green room. She's fully naked, and the thing I hate most about that is, don't talk when you're naked. Don't talk to me like you're not naked,
right,
Adriana. And that's what she did. She's very confident, and I could see why, but also it's like, you're naked. Don't, just try to let's like pretend like you're not wearing nothing, and I'm a not a teenager. I'm a mid-20s man, right? And you're a very beautiful woman. And so Veronica's super nice. Then this is where it gets awful, right? Up to that time, I'm having a decent enough time. Strippers, super nice gals. Like to hang out with them. They're great to have drinks with. I've dated a couple of strippers. I've been with a couple of strippers. They're great. I've got nothing. I'm nothing against them. I do have something against them when it comes to performance, because they are
frozen.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I do have something. I don't have anything against strippers in terms of what they do for work. I do have something against them as performers, especially as a performer myself, as someone who
jealous.
I can't.
It's
yeah.
That's why I'm jealous of musicians.
Yeah, like I
just
I
got
can't.
words.
Yeah,
I've only got words, and you get to come out here and sing and do entertaining things. That's not fair.
Oh, no. That would have been fine. I would have been okay with that. Would have been like, all right, well, you know what? You can play the fucking ukulele while naked. That's very confident on multiple levels. That's not what these bitches do. These bitches are nasty. They crawl on hands and feet. And in the case of Adriana, you know what? Adriana upset me the most because so the thing about Adriana, that act is, it's just like any other act, as any sort of artistic act, and they have a beginning, a middle, and they have a closer. So Adriana went up, she did her act, and I remember to this day what her fucking closer was. Adriana's closer was, I'm going to crawl on hands and knees to the front of the, I don't know what you would call it. It's like this, like, it's actually kind of beautiful. This like, it's kind of like a galley. It's like she walks all the way to the end of it and she crawls on hands and knees. Then she sits on her, with her legs open. She sits back with her legs open, violently squirts into the strip club owner's face, then gets off the stage and then licks it off of his face. And then that was the end of her set. And then at that, stage manager turned from her to me, said, "Hey, you're on next." And I remember thinking to myself, how am I gonna,
what you open with,
bro? Here's the thing. The whole time I just thought, this is not gonna go well. This isn't gonna go well at all. This is gonna go terribly, actually. And it actually went quite well. But I wasn't expecting that. Because here's the thing.
Okay.
You go from a very attractive woman squirting all over a man's face, licking it off his face, and then you segue to me, and I'm just like, well, Dungeons and Dragons is, well, here's what's weird about you guys ever rolled for a troll elf? Like, that's my shit. Like, they're not gonna want that, but they turned out to be fine with it. They turned out to actually be totally okay with it, and the girls really enjoyed it for some reason. So I made friends with them, which was great. And then they invited me back the next night, and I performed with a woman named Veronica Rodriguez, whom now I did know, and she is filthy, and good for her. God bless her. But shout out to the strip club that booked me. It's the Crazy Horse in San Francisco. You're nice people, and you pay well. So, yeah, I have answers.
Okay, I have a question. So you said there was all the squirting. Now what's the cleanup situation like? Is this like a basketball game where like a couple of kids run out from the side with a towel and they're like fucking wiping it down like real fast, you know? Or is it you just go out there and you just see it and you just got to know not
glistening,
because
that's what it was. It was a shiny.
Sounds like this
just
OSHA
shiny,
would be upset.
It's
very
just like a new
unsafe
Motown singer, just new and just completely unaware. And yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy about that set because like after that, I was just after a chick like that does her thing, there's no way they want to hear about dragons for like 10 minutes because that's what I'm about to do.
You know what? I think everybody's like, well, I mean, things can't just keep escalating. It's a mistake. When you do something like that, we're gonna need to reset and then start again. You know, it's like in a shower when you got the hot, and you're like, oh, I want warm water, so turn a little bit, and you're like, well, it could be a little bit warmer. Oh, that feels good. A little warmer. That's good. And then there's a moment where it is just too fucking hot. And you're just trying, just don't fucking, it's just lava. And that's how I feel about sexy things. It's like sexy, kinky, and gross and scary.
Thank you, everybody. That's been Raisin Bread. Appreciate everybody's help this week. If you could do me a big favor, click on one of the little videos around me, like, subscribe, watch another video, hit us up on Twitter, hit up Derek, hit up me. Thanks for joining us, guys. Oh, and we've got a bunch of great shows coming up with you, including some really amazing
Buckingham
people.
Palace has announced the death
one
of
person
His Royal
who I'm really
Highness, the
excited
Duke of
about is
Edinburgh.
the director of a famous anime series called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So if you're a fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, stay tuned.
Buckingham Palace
That
has
show
announced the
is
death of
coming
His
up
Royal
soon.
Highness, the
So,
Duke of Edinburgh.
thanks, guys.